Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm just back in the studio. Haven't really done this setup for a while now, but I wanted to just touch up on this whole dislike thing where YouTube is starting to not show dislike numbers on the actual videos. And for creators, I think it can go both ways. I'm not going to say that I'm totally against it, nor am I going to say that I am totally for it. But there is one thing that kind of bothers me about this entire thing, and that's YouTube themselves. Alright, so I just want to give you guys a full disclosure here. I haven't done YouTube for a long time. It's been a year and a little bit. So this is just coming from my perspective as a kind of a newer creator, as well as someone that's kind of getting into all these changes and a reflection of how this dislike is going to affect creators in general. Now, obviously, people who have been doing this for 5+ years can tell you a lot more about what changes they went through, especially guys like MKBHD or Anime Man Joey. So go watch their videos on this topic if you want to get a little bit more from an experience point of view. But for me, I just kind of look at this from a little bit of a bigger picture and why it kind of bothers me to have the dislike counter go away. Now, after watching the creator video of YouTube themselves, explaining how and why they did this, now I can kind of see where they're coming from in the sense that they're doing it for creators, right? Because if you see dislikes on your video as a creator, we sometimes get mentally stressed about it just because we see so many people dislike it and you're like, why? It was such a good video, and these are coming from creators that are, authentically putting themselves out there. Of course, there are some people that are just going to either copy other people or, just make really bad videos in general. And so there are, both sides of the argument that I think, but I kind of want to put into a little bit of a perspective of what Joey said from Anime Man and also MKBHD. But this main thing about not having the dislike counter on your videos doesn't reflect in your actual studio. Okay, so YouTubers, creators like us, we have a YouTube studio where we can look at the analytics of you, the viewers, and how long you watched the video, not independently on you, but just an overall of how many viewers watched the video and the metrics on how long you watched it, dislikes, likes, all that kind of stuff, right? We can see it in the background. Now, for not being a creator, you don't know this, but to those creators out there, the dislikes and likes, we can still see it in our studio, which is kind of defeating this whole entire purpose of this mental health aspect of eliminating the number from dislikes. But that's only on the video. So you can still see it in your YouTube studio. All right, guys, so I just wanted to quickly show you what it's like to be a YouTuber and a creator and how the studio app works and where to find the dislikes. All right, so this is what the YouTube studio looks like in the background for us as creators. And then when we go to the content tab right here, you can see all of our videos that are listed that we posted. And then on each video, we can click on the analytics. And then it'll show us how much we made and how many views it has, watch hours, and all that good stuff. And then we're going to go up here to engagement. And then when we go to engagement, we can see likes versus dislikes. Okay, now you can't see the actual counter right here, but you can see a percentage. And this average right here is the average of how many dislikes and likes ratio. And right now I have 85.6% like ratio to dislike ratio. But if you go click on see more, you can see an entire graph of this relating to my entire channel, but also for this video, you can see the like and dislike right there in actual numbers. All right, so you may be saying that, hey, Ken, you know what? You got to go through a lot of tabs to be able to check your likes and dislikes. The thing is, us creators, we go through so much more in depth to find out the analytics and how we are performing on each single video. And this is how critical you have to be when you want to become a full-time YouTuber, because all these gurus of YouTube, how to grow YouTube channels and stuff, they tell you to dig deep into your analytics. And what makes YouTube think that we're not going to dig a little further to just see our numbers of likes versus dislikes? Just because it's not that convenient now, or they're making it harder, or you have to click into several tabs, it doesn't mean that we're going to not check. All right, so if anything, we're just going to get more in depth to the analytics and find new tabs that we never had to worry about before. So yeah, just letting you guys know. So I'm just like, I don't understand what YouTube is trying to do. However, from a business standpoint, this is what I think YouTube is doing. And I'm kind of if they are doing it for this reason, it's a really bad reason. I don't really know what to say about it if it is. But anyways, this is my speculation. This is my opinion. Write down your comments down below if you think that you agree with me or disagree with me, or hit the dislike button on this video, because it's all about the dislike nowadays. So yes, there are groups out there that will target some people and just dislike the video completely. There's dislike bots out there that will dislike a person's video. And so, having known these things, yes, there needs to be something in place that you don't get spam dislikes, that is purposefully done for whatever reason. The viewer hates the creator, it has some vendetta against them, I don't know. But anyways, I think the reason why YouTube did this from a business standpoint is for people to stay on the platform longer. Now, how does this reflect on that? So let's just say, for example, you view a video and there is no dislike counters on it, but you see a bunch of likes, okay? But the dislikes on that actual video could be significantly more than the likes, but you never know because we as viewers determine the ratio of whether we want to keep watching this video depending on the like to dislike ratio. If the ratio is 80% to 20%, then of course we're going to start continuing to watch it. Maybe go on the comments and read, why people didn't like it, or if it's majority of the people who liked it, then you obviously don't know reason why people disliked it. But the fact is, if you eliminate the number on there, then now we cannot determine if a video is good just solely based off of the number on the likes. We're just going to assume that every video is a viewer that liked it. So we can't see the number anymore. Now, that's from a viewer perspective. Now, from a creator perspective, yes, you may not see the number there, but you still see the number in the studio, like I said before. And I think YouTube is doing this because they want more retention time on the videos, which can be good for the creator, but also it's just kind of like putting a reason because of our mental health. You know what I mean? It's like masking this overall generic plan of theirs and saying that it's for the creator's health, which I think is just morally wrong in a sense. Now, again, that's just my opinion. That's just my speculation. They might not have done this on purpose or anything, but if you don't know a video has a large amount of dislikes, you're most likely just going to continue watching it until, more than you usually would, like if it's the first 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes in, then you're just going to click off. By that time, you're just too late because of the fact that you could have saved yourself that minute or two by clicking off the video if you saw the like to dislike ratio on that video. So this is why I think that from YouTube perspective, I totally understand it can increase retention time, which will keep people on the platform of every single video. However, when it comes to thinking of creators and their mental well-being, it's only a few clicks away for us to look at the like to dislike ratio, and that number still shows in our studio. So for the viewers, I don't know if you're going to have more of an effect on this, but for a creator, it actually does the opposite of helping us. It actually doesn't help us at all. Even though you're thinking that, number's gone, retention time may be up, but then it's still like, I don't know, it's a little bit of a sly way of doing things, I think. I don't know. Like, if you honestly cannot handle being a social media influencer or a YouTuber or whatever you'd like to call yourself, a TikToker, if you can't handle the negative comments and the aspects of dislikes, honestly, like, this is my opinion, it may not be for you. Not everyone has to be a YouTuber or can be a YouTuber. However, YouTube is a great platform, like any other social media platforms out there, to make a middle-class income. And, some people like Mr. Beast will be the best at the best, right? So he's trying to reach the top, and some of you may have the determination to do so. But then there are other people who are pretty okay with where they're at, like 200,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, and they're okay. If their subscribers don't jump up dramatically from there, they're fine because they're still getting brand deals. They're still getting, food on the table, roof over their head, and providing for their family. Again, if you cannot handle negativity on social media and it's going to affect your mental health that much to a point where you actually take this so seriously to the point where you get mentally depressed, I would take a break. I would honestly take a break. And I, did videos on dopamine detox and everything like that, just to be able to mentally capacitate with what's going on in social media, with the algorithm changing. To me, I don't really care whether it goes away or doesn't go away. Okay. I really care about how they implemented this and why they implemented it, in the core of it. Anyways, again, that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. But that's it. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.